Are you feeling disconnected from your autistic child? Well, there is a reason for that, and also there's a solution. And the main reason is oxytocin. This is oxytocin. Like many other chemicals in your bodies, for example serotonin and dopamine, oxytocin helps our body to function properly. Oxytocin is the love hormone because it is involving in creating feelings of happiness, calmness, and social connection. When we hug someone we love or spend time with our family and friends, our body releases oxytocin. When we have high levels of oxytocin, we feel warm and fuzzy inside and experience greater bonding with people we care about. When we become parents, our body starts to make more oxytocin because we feel a lot of love and happiness when we take care of our children. All the hugs and cuddles and spending time together make our oxytocin increase more and more. Now let's talk about autism. Most people on the autism spectrum have lower levels of oxytocin on the brains and bodies. That's why some children have difficulty with social interaction and communication. It's also common that some children, due to some sensory issues, avoid cuddling and kissing and hugs. So no social connection means lower oxytocin. And that makes it challenging for parents of autistic kids to bond together, making them feel disconnected from each other. And for me, this happened. I felt disconnected to my son, and don't get me wrong, I love my son more than anything else in the world. But I didn't feel that he was connected to me. He was visibly unhappy all the time, and I thought that I had to do something to make this kid happy. We looked for professional support like doctors, social workers, but they didn't help us at all. They just said kids are like that. That was a thing that I heard pretty often. And I spent every second of my day doing research on how to help him and also trying to interact with him in some way. If you're watching this video, for sure, you want to have more connection with your child, and this is absolutely great. And one thing that I want to tell you is that to set your expectations lower and count every tiny victory. Try to do activities together, even if it's not together in the way that you're thinking. It's together like in the same room. For example, one of my tips is read books together. But if the child doesn't want to sit by your side and look at the book, that's okay. You are reading out loud for them. And they can hear your voice, even if it doesn't seem like, because they seem distracted with whatever they are doing, but at least they are hearing your voice. When I say play together, pay attention how they are doing an activity and copy exactly the same way. For example, my son loved to roll cars in front of his eyes, and it was a thing that I started to do together. I sit by his side and I did exactly what he was doing. And that's when he started to pay attention in me. The first time that my child interacted with me that I remember was when he was spinning and I put some classical songs like ballet songs, and I started to spin with him. And he stopped what he was doing. He looked at me, he smiled, and started to spin together. And that accomplishment for me was so strong, so big. It was, I think, my biggest victory, because from there onward, she started to pay a little bit more attention on what I was doing. Try to make an extra effort to do things together. I will not promise that the same thing is going to happen to you, but I promise you that you at least will feel better because you are doing something. Another thing is about special interests. They are so powerful. For my son, his special interests are birds and vehicles. I shared with my husband the task of learning everything we could about his special interest. And at that time, my son wasn't still talking, but we showed him and we explored books together, books with sounds, books with textures, and we showed him like different types of birds and cars. And he started to really pay attention on us.
And this one.
What is here? Wiggly worms!
Walked on the moon's surface. The first was Neil Armstrong in 1969.
So use the special interest as a tool to connect to your child. Discover about their sensory challenges and find creative solutions on how to help them. For example, for us, my son had the necessity of moving all day long, And the best thing that I bought, it was a mini trampoline that I put in the living room, and he would jump all day long, and also making bubbles together and songs. And all of these small things helped him with the challenges that he was having. He started to sleep better and eat better. Don't give up on your child. Stop everything you're doing now and go see what your child is doing. Good luck. Bye bye.